Next thing we'll be discussing is the intercellular adhesion and intercellular junction in an epithelium cell. The epithelial cell is the extremely cohesive and relatively strong mechanism. Thus, it needs to is necessary to separate them by the junctions. There is several kind of a junction, and we'll be talking about the major four kind. The zonula occidensa is the first one, and zonula is Z-O-N-U-L-A. Zonula means it's a Latin word, and it means the junction. O-C-C-L-U-D-E-N-S, occurrence means fusion that close up an intercellular space. The main function of the zonula occurrence is to prevent the leak. It makes a tighter junction. It also called the tighter junction, and as it names, it tightens the leak, prevents the leak. So basically, it prevents the stuff that if there is two cells right next to each other, it would not create the leak in between, and it keeps the fluid where it's supposed to be. Now the next junction is zonula adherens. Zonula adherens, you can see over here is right over here, the band that you are seeing it, not the band but the right over here, little bit wider than the tight junction or the zonula occidensa. The two together, zonula occidensa and the zonula adherensa, it looks like a ribbon. And the major function of the zonula occurrence, actually the zonula occurrensa, the name comes from the zonula, as we described, Z-O-N-U-L-A is the junction, and A-D-H-E-R-E-N, adherence is the band of the scar, like a tissue between two surfaces. So this one creates a band between two surfaces where the protein can travel through, but the noteworthy function of this one is it has actin filaments into the electron-dense plating of the material on a cytoplasmic surface, and this actin filament is coming from the terminal web, a web of the actin filament intermediate filaments and the spectrin found close to the free surface. And once again, free surface is the apical surface or the apical pole, and apical pole is the opposite to the basal pole, and the basal pole is the pole, the basement membrane facing toward the connective tissue. Now the last surface that we can point over here is the zonula macrodensa or the desmosome. Desmosome is the last part out of three, if we don't count three as a gap junction, and zonula occidensa, the desmosome or the macula macular adherens. Another name is desmosome, and desmosome we can divide. It's a Latin name. We divide desmos, D-E-S-M-O-S is the band, soma is the body, and this one look like a compact disc shape. This is a compact disc shaped structure with it has a two identical structure that find each other on adjustment of the surface of the cell and gets together. Actually, most of the time you see, all the time actually you see them two surfaces together, and actually we can see right over here. It's usually try to go around the surface together makes a like oval shape. This desmosome is it's a basically main thing. The notable thing is very strongly adhesion. Out of all, this is the most adhesive, or the most it creates the attachment to the basement membranes. And basically half of the desmosome is considered as a hemidesmosome. And hemidesmosome is the main structure that gives the adhesiveness or the sticking connection part to the basal lamina. Let's go to the gap junction. Gap junction is the gap junction we can see over here in this animated picture right over here. Gap junction is the actually protein channel. We can see right over here, two channels going right next to each other, and it lets the protein pass through the between, and that would be the made out of the single unit of the gap junction called the connex. That's spelled as a CONNEXON. Connex is basically the connex has it's made out of 6 different protein, and this protein called connex, the CONNEXIN, this 6 protein lines together and makes a one unit, and tons of connex, like sometimes it could be as small as 10, or sometimes it could be the hundreds and thousands of mixed channel, and this lets pass through the protein between two cells, and it also provides the function as a filtration. It chooses that who can pass by and who cannot pass by. Also it has the electrical coupling, and the ion pass by, and due to the ion pass by and electric coupling really creates the surface that actually some degree it's the gap junction really gives the adhesion to the mechanism to the muscle cells, and gap junction provides this ion channel passing through the gap junction. It provides the response to the heartbeat.